So could you explain this question once more? I
Samit,
am
you have
not
to be a
able.
little louder. I'm not able to get your voice.
So the curve.
How to or how did we get this curve? That is your doubt.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
See what we did is stepwise. If we go, so the first thing is this expression is given. So did you understand how to get these points from here directly? I have plotted these points. These are the points, or
Yes, sir.
this you understood, right? Next, we have to draw the curve. And curve, as I said, there will be two things here. There will be one simple points, and second is your double points. Simple points are those where the curves will intersect the number line, and double points are those where the curve will get back into the region from where it was coming. Did you understand these two things now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, and how to identify double points? Double points will have even exponents. Now, how many points are having even exponents here? This is even
So
exponent,
two.
and this is even exponent. That is -2 and 0. So if you see here, this -2 and this 0, this is our even exponents. Correct? The method is called wavy curve method because the curve comes like this wave. That means it will have alternate positive and negative regions. How to identify which region is positive or which region is negative? One way of doing that is that I take individual points in that region and find out whether it is negative or positive. For example, between -6 and -2, I can take a point, say for example, -5, and I'll substitute -5 here and I'll know whether it is positive or negative. That is one way of doing this. Another simple or shortcut method for doing that is this wavy curve method. That means you find you find only one portion, that is to the rightmost side of the right side of the rightmost point. So which is the rightmost point? Rightmost point is 7. You just find out whether to the right of, if we go to the right of 7, whether the curve or the function will be positive or negative. So when we go to right of 7, that means we'll have numbers like say +8, we'll have numbers like +9, +10, +11, and so on. So you take any one number from that, and then you substitute that number here and see here. You substitute that and see whether that will give you a positive or negative value. So x minus 1 whole cube into x plus 2 to the power 4 into x minus 3 to the power 5 into x plus 6 to the power 1 divided by x square into x minus 7 whole cube. So now if I substitute x is equals to 8 or even 9 or even 10, what will happen? These values will have, these things will give you some, this expression will be either positive or negative, and we can find that. How will it? Cannot be 0 because 0 can be only on these points which you see here. These are the only points where it will have 0 value. Otherwise it will have either positive value or negative value, right? So how to find whether it is positive or negative? So suppose you are substituting 8 here. This will be positive, 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 this will be positive. So all are positive. That means on 8 or for 8 it is positive. Same way for 9 also it will be positive. For 10 also it will be positive. That means beyond 7, that means on the right hand side of 7, it has to be positive. That means the curve should start with positive side, positive value. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
And then it has to, at simple points, it has to cross the number line. At double points, it has to remain on the same side of the number line. So here I am crossing because it's a simple point. I have marked the double points. These are the double points. So on those double points, you can, this curve, you can see that the curve keeps on altering its side, but not here. Here it is coming back to the same side. Here it is coming back to the same side. And again at 6 is a simple point, so it will cross the number line. So this is how you are going to draw the wave. Now I think Vedam's doubt was, what was Vedam's doubt? Yes,
Like,
do we leave here itself? So answer is no. This shading is for you. I mean, this I did to explain you what is our region for this inequality. Here it says
okay,
fx should be
sir.
less than 0. So this shading is for us to understand. In exam, when you have to write the answer, you will write in terms of the intervals, just like we have done here.
Okay,
Here we have done,
okay,
right? So same way you have to write that x belongs to, which for which question? For question number 3. X belongs to the, and then you will have to specify the intervals. And while specifying intervals, you have to take care of whether it is a close interval or open interval. So all those things will depend or will be given by C here. So -6, it says less
okay.
than 0. But at -6, it is equal to 0. That means I cannot include -6. So that's why it is open interval. So -6 to -2. Again, -2 won't be included. So that is also an open interval. Then next, -2 to 0 and 0 to 1. Right? So again, -2 to 0. 0 is anyways not included because on 0 this function doesn't even exist. So -2 to 0, union 0 to 1, and then union 3 to 7. So this is our answer. This is how you are going to write the answer. And once this wavy curve is drawn, you can solve any inequality. For example, suppose second one. So here x should belong to, second one is what? Greater than equal to 0. So the greater than equal to portion is that portion is actually greater than equal to, right? So this is where it is greater than equal to 0. This is where it is greater than equal to 0. And this is the section where it is greater than equal to 0. Now, how do we write it? So x belongs to, again, the leftmost portion is -infinity. That will be an open interval. To what? 6. At -6, it is both, it is actually equal to 0, and our x inequalities also says equal to 0. So -6 will be included. So that's why closed bracket. Okay, union. Next section is from 1 to 3. And again, 1 and 3 both will be included. So 1,
I didn't understand why we didn't do -2 to 0 and 0 to 1 in this
because
other
there it
one.
is less than 0,
Okay, sir. Okay,
right?
sir.
We have to find where it is greater than equal to 0, the sections in which it is greater than equal to 0. I'll come to that as well. This is 1 to 3, and then union. Now see carefully that here at 7 it does not exist. So 7 cannot be included in our interval. So this is an open interval from 7 to infinity. So this we have to take care where it is closed interval, where it is uh, open interval. Now there is one more catch here. This point -2, here it is equal to 0. So that should be included in this, right? So we'll say
Yes, sir.
union, and because that is a single point and single points will be represented in a set, so you represent it like this. Again, this is very important question, because in this question we actually understood so many other concepts as well, or basically from the interval point of view. And we have also seen that in the second part, we actually have a point instead of a range, that is -2.
So also, so from -infinity to 6, it's not above 0, right? So why did we write that?
No, it is above 0. See here, it is positive. From
Okay.
-infinity to 6, it is above infinity.
Yeah, yes,
Sorry,
sir.
above
Okay.
0.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so I think you understood this inequality thing.